The clock upon the mantelpiece has stopped its steady chime. The shadows stretch across the floor and run away from time. I watch the floating silver specks suspended in the air, a quiet constellation of the things we used to share. The wind is breathing soft and low against the wooden frame, but everything is different now, and nothing is the same. We left the door ajar to catch the fading star, but only quiet settled on the floor. Now it spins in the air so light and so slow, a dance in the dark where the cold breezes blow. With nowhere to land and with no one to see, just a lingering trace of what used to be. A memory drifting where nobody goes as the long night begins to close. The tea has grown so cold within the porcelain design, a solitary pattern of a delicate outline. I trace the quiet circles with a finger pale and thin, and wonder where the ending of the story should begin. The street lamp casts an amber glow upon the empty chair, an invitation offered to the ghost that isn't there. We built our houses out of sand, we held the water in our hand, we watched it slip away between our fingers in the dark, and left behind a single fading spark. Now it spins in the air so light and so slow, a dance in the dark where the cold breezes blow. With nowhere to land and with no one to see, just a lingering trace of what used to be. A memory drifting where nobody goes as the long night begins to close. A distant hope that hasn't yet arrived, a quiet little secret that the evening has survived. So I will sit and watch the air until the shadows fade, and reconcile the promises that we so softly The garden path is glowing with a dozen fragile lights that hang among the heavy leaves on these warm summer nights. Their thin and delicate structures sway whenever breezes blow and cast a pale and amber light upon the grass below. We gathered here to celebrate a year that went so fast, but now the guests have gone away and we are left at last. The music has run dry beneath the open sky. The embers of the bonfire start to fade. The delicate spheres are beginning to shake. A beautiful promise we managed to make. They glow for a moment before they go cold, like beautiful stories we never have told. They float in the darkness, so fragile and small, and then they are nothing at all. The wire frames are twisted now, where fingers held them tight. A physical reminder of our laughter in the night. The wax is dripped upon the grass and hardened in the dew. A silent little testament of what I felt for you. The wind is getting colder now and shaking all the trees and carrying the fallen leaves upon a sudden breeze. Why do we build such temporary things and wait to see what kind of joy it brings, when everything we make is bound to wither and to break, leaving only sorrow in its wake, leaving only sorrow in its wake. The delicate spheres are beginning to shake. A beautiful promise we managed to make. They glow for a moment before they go cold, like beautiful stories we never have told. They float in the darkness, so fragile and small, and then they are nothing at all. I'll go around the garden now and blow out every spark and leave the sleeping flowers to the safety of the dark. The morning will reveal the scraps of yellow and of white, but I will still remember how they looked inside the night. A thousand tiny drops are sliding down the window pane. They wash away the dusty roads and wash away the pain. The world outside is painted in a hazy shade of gray. sun has decided to forever stay away. I lean my forehead close against the cool and solid slate and listen to the ticking clock that tells me it is late. The city sounds are drowned without a single sound. The water takes the quiet streets below. It streams down, the barriers clear and so cold. A story of sorrow that never is told. It blurs all the headlights that flicker and gleam, and turns every memory into a dream. We watch from the warmth of our separate rooms as winter so silently blooms. The fire in the grate has died into a golden spark, leaving only embers to illuminate the dark. I hear the rhythm of the storm beating on the roof, a gentle and persistent sound that offers us the proof that nature doesn't care about the plans we had designed, or all the little treasures that we hoped that we would find. We tried to shield our hearts behind the screen to keep our fragile spirits safe and clean. But water always finds a way to seep into the cracks and leave its quiet, cold, and damp tracks. It streams down, the barriers clear and so cold. A story of sorrow that never is told. It blurs all the headlights that flicker and gleam, and turns every memory into a dream. We watch from the warmth of our separate rooms as winter so silently blooms. The morning will bring puddles on the gravel in the yard to show us that the storm was real and that the night was hard. But for now I'll watch the water trace its slow and downward line, and wonder if your window looks the same as mine. The hallway stretches long and dark beneath a quiet ceiling, a hollow space that overflows with this familiar feeling. My footsteps make no sound at all upon the woolen rug. I wrap myself in silence heavy coat that settles on my chest, a gentle invitation to a long and troubled rest. The moon is climbing high across the purple sky and painting shapes upon the plaster wall. A dark shape is stretching along the cold floor. It creeps through the keyhole and under the door. It knows all the secrets I keep in my mind, the dreams that I foolishly left far behind. It moves with a grace that is heavy and deep and lulls the whole world into sleep. I see the outlines of the books we never got to read, the quiet little wishes that we didn't really need. The portrait on the vanity is tilted to the side, a tiny little detail that the darkness cannot hide. The curtains sway like quiet ghosts against the open glass and wait for all the hours of the lonely night to pass. How easily the colors fade away when evening turns the golden skies to gray. We try to hold and trembling palms, but find ourselves in quiet, empty calms. A dark shape is stretching along the cold floor. It creeps through the keyhole and under the door. It knows all the secrets I keep in my mind, the dreams that I foolishly left far behind. It moves with a grace that is heavy and deep and lulls the whole world into sleep. So I will walk this empty hall until the sky turns pale and listen to the wind outside begin to softly wail. There is a peace in knowing that the dark will always stay, to hide the broken promises we threw so far away. The water in the bay is still and darker than the ink. The heavy ships are anchored tight and slowly start to sink into the sleepy mist that rolls across the sandy shore, where fishermen have locked their boats and closed the wooden door. The lighthouse throws a golden beam across the empty space, a lonely giant searching for a long forgotten face. The seagulls are asleep, Above the dark and deep, the tide is pulling gently at the pier. This haven is resting beneath the cold moon and waiting for summer to come back so soon. The waves make a sound like a soft lullaby beneath the vast dome of a cloud-covered sky. No engines are roaring, no whistles will blow, just water that moves to and fro. I walk along the wooden planks that creak beneath my weight and wonder why the letters that you wrote me were so late. The salt is in the chilly air and stings upon my cheek, a bitter taste of all the words we didn't dare to speak. The rusted chains are hanging low and swinging in the breeze, a metallic song that echoes out across the open seas. We thought our love was like an ocean grand, that we could sail away to find some land. But now we are just vessels that are tied up to the dock and listening to the ticking of the clock. This haven is resting beneath the cold moon and waiting for summer to come back so soon. The waves make a sound like a soft lullaby beneath the vast dome of a cloud-covered sky. No engines are roaring, no whistles will blow, just water that moves to and fro. The fog is growing thicker now and hiding all the stars and wrapping up the harbor walls and locking up the bars. I'll turn my back upon the sea and walk back to the town and let the heavy quietness begin to weigh me down. The kitchen is so quiet in the hour before the sun, before the busy working day has finally begun. The porcelain is warm and white against my sleepy palm and offers me a momentary sense of peace and calm. A ghostly mist is rising from the dark and bitter brew and rising to the ceiling like a thought of me and you. The clock is ticking slow with nowhere else to go. The world is still asleep behind the glass. It rises and twists in the cold morning air, a delicate vapor that soon isn't there. It fades in a second, it vanishes fast, just like the sweet summer that couldn't quite last. A warm little comfort against the cold chill, while everything else is so still. I watch the silver condensation gather on the wall and form a tiny droplet that is hesitant to fall. It reminds me of the tears we shed when we said our goodbye, beneath the heavy canopy of that gray autumn sky. The spoon is clinking softly as I stir the sugar in and try to find a place where my new life can now begin. We always thought that we had so much time to write our melody and make it rhyme, but empty cups are all we have to show for all our years, and nothing but a kitchen full of tears. It rises and twists in the cold morning air, a delicate vapor that soon isn't there. It fades in a second, it vanishes fast, just like the sweet summer that couldn't quite last. A warm little comfort against the cold chill, while everything else is so still. The sky is turning orange now behind the wooden fence, and making all the heavy doubts begin to feel less dense. I'll drink the final bitter drop and wash the cup away, and step into the coldness of another lonely day. The pendulum is swinging in its case of polished oak, a steady rhythm counting out the words we never spoke. The floorboards are so cold and bare beneath my naked feet as I walk down the narrow path where dust and shadows meet. The sound of my own breathing is the only voice I hear, a soft and hollow whisper that is ringing in my ear. The pictures on the wall are starting now to fall into a state of quiet disrepair. The empty reverberations remain in the space, replaying the moments we cannot replace. They bounce off the walls and they ring in the air, a lingering presence of when you were there. They never grow softer, they never go quiet. A lonely and beautiful riot. I touch the faded wallpaper where colors used to bloom before the heavy sadness came and filled up every room. The keys upon the piano are covered in a shroud of dust that makes the silence feel incredibly so loud. I dare not press a single note for fear of what I'd wake, or all the fragile memories that I might suddenly break. Why does an empty house retain the sound of footsteps that are no longer around? Will we leave our heavy imprints on the places where we dwell and trap our lonely spirits in a shell? The empty reverberations remain in the space, replaying the moments we cannot replace. They bounce off the walls and they ring in the air, a lingering presence of when you were there. They never grow softer, they never go quiet. A lonely and beautiful riot. The sun is casting long and yellow fingers on the floor, but they can never warm the space behind this heavy door. So I will listen to the ticking pendulum go on and try to reconcile myself to everyone who's gone. The sky has turned a deep and dusty shade of violet blue. The moment when the old day ends and starts another new. The birds have ceased their singing and are hiding in the nest, and everything is settling down for its deserved rest. I sit upon the windowsill and watch the twilight fade, and think about the heavy plans that we so rashly made. The stars are waking up within their silver cup. The moon is shining bright and very clear. This beautiful moment of darkness and light is holding the secrets of day and of night. It lingers for just a few minutes or two and paints everything in a beautiful hue. A bridge in the sky where the dreamers can go while everything sleeps down below. The street lamp has a soft and amber halo in the mist, like every single quiet dream that we have ever missed. I hear a distant car engine that fades into the night, a solitary traveler who seeks the morning light. My book is lying open, but the words are hard to see. try to hold the colors of the setting summer sun, but find ourselves in darkness when the day is finally done. This beautiful moment of darkness and light is holding the secrets of day and of night. It lingers for just a few minutes or two and paints everything in a beautiful hue. A bridge in the sky where the dreamers can go while everything sleeps down below. An old sweater is lying on the wicker rocking chair, with loose and woolen loops that show the heavy signs of wear. I pull upon a tiny strand of metallic colored gray and watch the sleeve begin to slowly unravel and decay. It seems so small and harmless as it slides between my hand, but soon the whole design is nothing more than twisted strand. The weave is coming loose with no remaining use. The pattern is dissolving in the cold. It runs through my fingers so long and so fine, a delicate line that was once yours and mine. It bound us together through winter and spring, but now it is just an empty freight thing. We pull at the edges and tear it apart and break what we made at the start. The room is growing colder as the evening settles in and shows the dusty places where the wool has grown so thin. I remember when you brought it on that rainy autumn day, and how we laughed together as we walked along the bay. Now every stitch is coming loose and falling to the floor, and we can never put it back to how it was before. How easily the strongest bonds untie without a single word or even knowing why. We spend our whole lives knitting up a blanket for our chest, only to watch it fall apart like all the rest. It runs through my fingers so long and so fine, a delicate line that was once yours and mine. It bound us together through winter and spring, but now it is just an empty freight thing. We pull at the edges and tear it apart and break what we made at the start. I gather up the tangled heap and put it in the bin, and feel the chilly air begin to settle on my skin. The rocking chair is empty now and silent in the dark, without a single memory or any warming spark. The leaves are turning brown and gold upon the maple tree, and falling down like silent tears for everyone to see. A sudden chill is in the air that makes me shake and shiver, and ripples through the waters of the slow and sleepy river. I wrap my woolen scarf around my cold and frozen neck, and watch the frosty grass become a pale and silver speck. The year is growing old, the days are short and cold, the flowers are all sleeping in the clay. A cold puff of wind is escaping my lips. As winter begins its slow icy eclipse, it turns into mist in the frosty morning air, a visible sign of the coldness out there. It fades in a second and leaves not a trace upon my pale and weary face. The garden beds are empty now and cleared of all the weeds, with nothing left but frozen earth and sleepy dormant seeds. I hear the honking of the geese that fly towards the south, a lonely sound that leaves a bitter taste inside my mouth. They know when it is time to leave and find a warmer place, while I am stuck here standing in this cold and empty space. We try to hold on to the summer warmth when everything is moving to the north, but nature has a rhythm that we cannot hope to fight, that leads us down into the longest night. A cold puff of wind is escaping my lips. As winter begins its slow icy eclipse, it turns into mist in the frosty morning air, a visible sign of the coldness out there. It fades in a second and leaves not a trace upon my pale and weary face. The sun palette with its dry and dusty paint. The colors have all faded and have grown so weak and faint, but there is still a single shade of quiet ocean sky that catches my attention and that catches my sad eye. I dip my brush in water and I sweep it on the page, a silent little protest of my quiet lonely age. The canvas is so white beneath the studio light, waiting for a stroke of something real. The quietest shade is beginning to spread, replacing the thoughts that I keep in my head. It washes the edges in soft somber tones and covers the valley of dry dusty bones. It speaks of a sorrow that has no name and tempers the heat of the flame. The portrait that I wanted to paint was bright and gold, a story of a passion that would never grow too old. But every time I try to use the yellow or the red, I find myself using this quiet shade instead. It fits the way I feel inside this cold and empty room, where nothing but the quiet shadows ever start to bloom. We cannot force the colors to be bright when everything is fading into night. We have to paint the world in all the shades we actually see, and let the quiet sadness set us free. The quietest shade is beginning to spread, replacing the thoughts that I keep in my head. It washes the edges in soft somber tones and covers the valley of dry dusty bones. It speaks of a sorrow that has no name and tempers the heat of the flame. I lay the brush down gently on the table by the easel and watch the color dry beneath the high and wooden ceiling. It is a simple picture of an empty, quiet sea, a perfect representation of what's left of you and me. An old wooden drawer is stuck and hard to open wide, but with a little pull I find the secrets kept inside. A bundle of old letters tied up with a faded ribbon, a physical reminder of the love we had was given. The ink has faded yellow on the dusty, fragile sheets, describing all the moments that we shared upon the street. The words are hard to read with no remaining need. The paper is so thin and very dry. I speak them so softly when I am alone. The titles we called each other in a tone, they flowed through the room like a ghost from the past, a beautiful echo that couldn't quite last. They have no more power, they have no more weight, just letters left outside the gate. I touch the faded signature you wrote so long ago, with elegant and curly lines that gracefully would flow. You promised that you'd love me until all the stars went dark, but now there is nothing left but this tiny faded mark. I fold the paper gently and I put it back in place, and try to wipe the memory of your long-forgotten face. How easily a promise can turn into dust, and how easily our iron hearts can start to rust. We think we write our stories in the granite of the wall, but we are only writing in the snow before it falls. I speak them so softly when I am alone. The titles we called each other in a tone, they flowed through the room like a ghost from the past, a beautiful echo that couldn't quite last. They have no more power, they have no more weight, just letters left outside the gate. I close the heavy drawer and I lock it with a key, and throw the rusted metal key into the quiet sea. The past can stay behind me in the safety of the chest, and I will close my